Welcome. It's Thursday night. It's that time for Sex on X, and in the news this week, it's Sky's News. Here to go through what's being talked about in sex, adult entertainment, and other spicy topics. But this week is going to be a little bit different, because, what day is it today? Thursday. Tuesday, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is my camiversary, which means that's when I started as a webcam model. There's new eyebrow stuff, and I feel like they're definitely not the same. So yeah, 14 years on cam since the 31st of December, and so I thought I'd do some amusing stuff about me, a retrospective of my career a little bit late on here today, a little bit got my period. The bus is leaking a large amount of oil when I drive, and I've got 100 miles to get to the mechanic, and I gotta see if I'm gonna make it or if I'm gonna have to pay $1,000 for a tow. But I started the new year off how I wanted. I did a midnight walk, not too far, and only down the road, but it is a road that's in the dark in the middle of nowhere. So normally I get pretty scared going outside after dark. I don't really go out the van much at night, so I waited until 20 to midnight and just walked for 20 minutes and then came back. I had a head torch. So I did that. So, there's a lot going on. Seems like that's happened since last week. I do need to remember to not be moving too close and far away to the microphone, based on last week's. This is horrible. I don't want this. I haven't had one for a few days, maybe longer, a week. You just have a puff every now and then just to sate the mood. This little lady's thrown up. She walked poo around earlier. So yeah, it's a really interesting time that I am managing. Anyway, that's enough of an update. My ethos is porn without problems. Ethical adult entertainment. Embodied enlightenment. Embodied enlightenment. I just would be your body functioning as optimally as the human animal that you are can, so that your mind can be present and fully experiencing the now. So the mic keeps going all the way up to the top, so maybe I'll just pull it down a little bit. Let's do this. Oh. Hey, okay. Maybe I should slow the slideshow down. It's going pretty quick. How do I make that more? Let's go 5. Oh, 25,000. What's that? Will I be here forever? Who cares? This is me. This was me in 2012 at the Adult Entertainment Expo in Las Vegas. Oh, this was probably the first month or so of me being on cam when I still had blue hair. This speed's quite good because I'm not going to go on for too long, even though I want to. I could have gone on longer about the other one. This one, I guess I was just trying to be sexy. I think I've just put all safe for work images in here, so this should be fine. This is me in Vegas. So that's 2012. Yeah, the other picture would have been 2010. That's just using a glass dildo as a pretend phone, because I'm wacky. That's live on cam. We were staying in a mansion. We did the first Cam Girl mansion together. There was like a group of us, and we went to the Adult Entertainment Expo together. That's when I first started on cam. I had long blue hair in like 2011 mostly, because I started 2010, 31st of December, so 2011 for the whole year. And in March 2011 was when I went to Australia. And after like 3 months in Australia, I came back, and that's when I went blonde. So when I first was on cam. So I've mixed up the order, so we're just going to jump all over the place. Obviously this is much more recent, when I first had the bust done, when my hair was still a little shorter, and I was still pretty anorexic. I was pretty skinny there. That was like peak mental struggle time, but still carrying on. Photo shoot in Las Vegas. Obviously I can't really have most of the photos of that shoot. Actually no, I do have quite a few of them in this, but we did a little fun thing for Christmas. I could make it bigger, but then we'll cover up Kitty. Ooh, let's put it over here and cover up me. Everybody skipped through as well. Yeah, this is when I first started on my free cams, and people used to do things like put their favourite model's name in their username. I wanted to be popular. I always wanted to be popular, even though I don't like people, and I don't want to be like someone that other people like. And when other people like the same thing, I hate them for it. And when people like me, I hate them for it. Ooh, is that a little spicy to be putting on the socials? But goddamn. 2015 that was. That's when I first started on StreamMate. First doing that one-on-one show stuff, because I was in a rough place then too. That was a rough relationship, to be honest. It was a rough relationship I was in. That's at the Cam Mansion. I'm back there. I'm right in the middle at the back. We've someone somehow made a like Renaissance painting style picture of someone on the table getting spanked. It's probably Ayala or someone like that. We all knew each other, all the icons. We were all there. Another icon. The hedgehog. I have a lot to say about how he's an okay guy, and how what happened to him is beyond a tragedy, and if any woman goes within hand-reaching distance of him, you are going to get touched, and he is going to try and put it in you. That's literally all he can do. He's like a caricature of himself, but he's a very sweet man. He was very nice to me. He paid for my cab home after I fucked him. That's when I was a stripper. Yeah, that's me. Hi. That was in Australia. When was that? Like 2012. I'm going to be 2012. Oh, this is like the worst photo shoot I ever did. Super fucking cringe. All the pictures were terrible. There wasn't like a single good picture from the day. I don't know what was going on in my life at that point. I can't even remember what... I think that was a weird time. Yeah, where was that? That was like... I was living in Vegas. I can't can't jump. And my body type is not the body type for that style of photograph. Oh, the shame. Oh, the shame. There's another one from that shoot. No, that's a different shoot. That's a different shoot. Why did I have the same jacket on? Weird. I didn't even like that jacket. All my photo shoots apart from one were with the same guy. Because I don't like or trust people, and once I know someone, then we're good. Let's just do it. This is the bus when I first finished her. Oh, look. Isn't that nice? What a relief. That's something I'm proud of that I did. That other photo. Not so much. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, look, there's me and Holly. That was live on her stream. So we were streaming from the Adult Entertainment Expo. I've been to quite a few of them. Don't know where other pictures of that shit is. It's all in my, I've got all photos of everything everywhere. I just have never put them all in one place. Oh, we probably shouldn't do this one. Oh no, that's not going to help the situation. Oh no. Fucking Egypt beauty. Oh, god damn. I am hot. I'm just hot. Maybe I didn't plan it, didn't do, yeah. That's normal. That's when I was living in Australia. Oh, come back. No, there we go. That was my profile picture for a while. On my free cams. I had a boyfriend at the time that was a fisherman that would go out on boats for like weeks at a time. And he had like a hand-drawn tattoo that he did when he was 12, and he would like kill paedophiles with a stake. That's me back in England before when I first started with the blue hair. My life's been insane. Oh, let's not have this on my phone. Oh shit, right, moving the wrong thing. Move the group together. BBUF Froz. So that's because there used to be problems all the time, and well, there's still problems on all the sites all the time. That's what's like that drives me insane. Like, how do these sites still have so many technical issues when, like, we've all been doing this for a really long time now? Like, why haven't things just progressively got better? This is when I lived in Australia also and did real life sex work. This is what I started doing as a shot girl. I sold shots for 2 weeks before I started hooking. Do. I think, I can't remember. That's when I was really thin and really hot. Just thin, not hot, just thin. So like, that was the bad relationship. I should have put these in, there's no chronological order. The bad relationship had ended, not the fisherman, the other one. And so I decided to just use the opportunity to get as thin as possible. So I just ate like not sugar-free candy for 3 months, and I got down to that skinny. It was around this time too. My natural hair. That was an amazing shoot. They did some, like, all the photos, every photo, all of them, all the different scenes. Like, we did different outfits and shit. It was all amazing. There's me looking just ever so slightly less haggard a couple of years ago. When I still cared, I guess, a little bit. Tried to be pretty. Obviously I'm not doing the work right now. That's why it's a different vibe for this show. bus again. Oh, it looks so nice. Wow. Got a really nice carpet now. It's nice, it's just nice with nothing in it. There's just, stuff in here now, so it's not just like completely empty surfaces. Oh, why are we here again? Hey. Oh, hey. Another good photo shoot. That was amazing. We did a hotel room. Did like a video in the hot tub and a video on the bed, video on a chair. And it was in like, I don't know, the Palms or something in Vegas, so you could see the strip behind. Oh, that's my bum. There we are again at that adult entertainment expo with like the worst weave. So like that was the week that I discovered that I wasn't having my hair done properly because I wasn't having my weave cut in because I had short hair and then a weave. So I had like short hair and then long hair. I was very wet there. I'd done a show where I did an upside down P. Actually, I did 3 in a row that night. I did a handstand, a headstand, a shoulder stand. Because it was funny. And that's me just looking attractive, I guess. Young. I was still old then. That's like a couple of years. It's like late 30s. I'm confused by myself. Oh, see, that's when I was super skinny. I looked haggard. I lived in those apartments in Vegas for a long time, but in different phases. I lived there once when I got sober for the second time, and it was disgusting. I lived there once with the evil ex. I lived there once. I don't remember. Old times, whatever. Hey, it's that one again. Fan art. So I did the like making money by being popular thing at the beginning. But when I moved to Australia, it kind of wasn't the same. People like, there wasn't many English girls when I started. I'm not very coherent today. Actually, I haven't been very coherent in a lot of them when I watch back. But my idea is that over time, the patterns will emerge. This is all still practice. And we're back in Vegas. My friend got fake married. What am I wearing? Oh, I do remember that, I think. I can almost remember it, but I can't quite. But that's a tiny outfit. That is a tiny outfit. So that's the weave. That's how it just hung. And that's my G-Unit hat that I'd got for myself from Christmas in Australia. My first Christmas alone. I think it was Christmas 2012. No, Christmas 2011, because that's January 2012. So that is, 13 years ago now. Oh, we've got her again. Oh, we've got her. And that bikini. That bikini's been with me since not day one, I got it in Australia. So, I don't even want to, because I still wear it. I've got a thing about, I don't want to stop wearing the things that I like, don't want to get rid of them. And so I look after my stuff a lot, and I keep it forever. Oh, spicy. Licking a dildo. God, what was her name? She was really famous, popular, whatever. Known on the cam sites. Successful. Bad weave, bitch. This was a good time. That was the day after. Oh, fuck you. That was the day after I had been twerking on a dance floor. Twerking for Diplo. I think we'd gone to like, was it like Thanksgiving or something? And I was on stage wearing my lace onesie thing, and I was like twerking, and I kept kicking the fucking cord out from the decks, and the fucking sound kept going out. And so he was like talking to me and talking about me over the mic, and like people were filming it, and I was on like loads of people's social media the next day, and Diplo put me on his social media and stuff. On his social media. I mean, I'm used to not being able to say the names of sites when I'm live, but I can say the names of sites on Instagram. So that was fun. And then the next day I went and did this photo shoot, and we flew out to the fucking lake on this tiny plane, and I like twerked on a plane, and I did all like nude photos on a plane, and it was like peak, like cool life, like hanging with the Diplo and then doing a private jet shit. It was cool. We're back with Bluey. Come on, Bluey. What if I do... not randomized playback? Okay, so does that mean we're gonna go from the beginning? Yeah, so here's all the bus ones. Maybe this is better. Maybe I should have done this in the first place, and I can just go through them how I want. I kind of like the surprise. Bluey, more. Look, there we go. So I had I used to have the weave was blue first. There's some of the kind of shit I got up to on cam when I first started, and it was fun, and things got wild, and I'd do kitchen shows with food and stuff. I think I ate chocolate, put chocolate in me, cream, ice cream all over me. I ate an egg. I think I got Bell's palsy in my face. Why do they go through quickly when I don't want them to? Just for me knowing, God, dirty slut. She was fucking crazy. When was that? 2011. 2011. So how old was I? 25. Yeah, more people do need sky blue in their names. So I used to be sky blue because that was the hair dye colour I used. And then after a while I got really annoyed of everyone going like, when are you having your hair blue again? So I changed my name to Sky Smith. That was my last place in England before I moved to Australia. How is this me? I was sick dressed though. Don't know why I wore it with a disgusting pink bra showing. Because like, I was never like glam. I was always like this, pretending to be like that. And like, because I didn't have friends and stuff that did that type of stuff, because I was always more alternative in the real world. See, look at that fucking weave. I just wasn't very good at it. Just wasn't very good at being like that. I got better over the years, you'll see. But like, I can't even do the face. That's better. It's more like me. Something just happened to my eyes that they're like... So I think where you live on the planet. It determines the shape of your face because of the amount of sun and things like that, as to like how open your eyes are and how you hold the muscles in your face. So maybe because I've been living in sunny places. Because I can't have your lower eyelids. Oh God. Stop looking at yourself. I love looking at myself. I am my number one special interest. Then sex is my number two special interest. This is actually before I started cam. The summer before, when I was a party girl still, working, running the nightclubs, doing the festivals and stuff. That festival I wasn't working. I went and I had a crush on my friend's younger brother. Turned out he was like way too young. So I was also like dating someone who was younger at the time anyway. Skinny bitch. I was a skinny bitch. Okay, I'm still a skinny bitch. I'm still a skinny bitch. But like, I used to be chubbier, so it was a thing, and it became hey, 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 yeah. This is so interesting, Kitty, isn't it? Everyone's gonna learn so much. I can talk about universal things as well. But I'm gonna carry on with this for a while. We've got plenty of time. I can do this for as long as I want. I don't really care. It's my fucking show. That's what I was in the mood for tonight, to do what the fuck I want. There's lots of negative sex news. Not negative sex news, but as in like heavy. It's all very heavy. And we sort of had that like flurry of like fun sex news. And then there's not much frivolous gender war stuff at the moment because of like the election and the changing of the guard, inauguration and terrorism, and now we've got the rape gang thing, and like I'd like to talk about that, and I'll probably touch on it later, but it's not the fun, this is my 14-year anniversary, let's see what's up in the news, so let's like enjoy me for a bit first. Isn't Kitty amazing? Some more fan art. If it's not at least this big, it's not going at me. I used to be into extreme insertions. Oh, maybe we'll talk about this for a minute. So I used to be into extreme insertions. I used to like seeing like what I could fit inside me. Not in a like, but just like the pressure. I like pressure, right? So like, I'm just gonna shut the window. And so I used to do, I'd do fun shows, putting things in me. And the nature of the site that I was on when I first started was that you'd do public shows and people would tip in. So it was like me doing what I wanted, and you'd like set a goal, and if you could get to it, then you did it. And so I'd do crazy things like sit on the banners, the bed had the it was like a 4-poster bed. No, because it wasn't tall, but it had knobs on, bed knobs and broomsticks. Bed knobs. That was my brain externally happening. And like large Coke bottles, and not American size. English size, and just fun stuff. So that was my, if it's not that big, it's not going at me. And I've always really enjoyed other women doing similar things and watching women with lots of stuff in them, and multiple men and one woman. And yeah, that like has always been a thing, and it was very popular on campsites. Like a lot of the women did it, And it was sort of like the bigger the D, the better the girl. And being in a lot of camgirl talky spaces where we chat to each other and stuff. Well, not anymore because I'm banned. But it's a whole nother thing. All the people that I knew have all blocked me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like I moved on from needing to put big things inside myself because like after I'd done, like when I first started coming, it was like, wow, this is so exciting, I can like try more stuff. And then it was like, if I keep doing this, I'm gonna need to do this either physically or financially, and I don't want to get in that situation. So I moved on pretty quick from like pushing boundaries that might have consequences, right? So when I was in like communal cam girl spaces, a lot of talk would be had about how to manage like large toys and stuff, and like them being in pain and like all the stuff. And it was like me and other women in there like helped reduce the amount of people doing that when they didn't enjoy it, because they felt they needed to. Because I never did it because I felt I needed to, I did it because I wanted to. But then other people think they need to. So I liked to help other people transition out from doing what they thought they needed to into what they wanted to. And a lot of that meant we all stopped needing really big things to go up inside us. And I think it's even against the rules in some places. I think in England it's against the rules to do fisting. Against the rules, against the law. Should I search that? Jamie, pull it up. What am I saying? Oh man, filthy little whores. All my thingies are porn. What am I doing? Oh yeah, is fisting illegal? Is fisting illegal in the UK? Not if you're back. Oh, it was overturned. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, sorry. In 2014, laws were altered to ban pornography created in the UK from showing certain sex acts, sparking accusations of censorship, particularly targeting... it's probably going to be fucking faggots. Fuck you, cookies. Okay, I can't find what I need. The acts that were banned and can now be depicted include spanking, BDSM, female ejaculation, so like if you're a woman who naturally squirts in the UK and you make porn yourself, you're breaking the law. Urinating, strangling, face sitting, fisting, humiliation. Wow. Yeah. The censorship of certain acts accusing being targeted particularly of female pleasure. Wow. Yeah. Pornography is the canary in the coal mine of free speech. It's the first freedom to die. If this assault on liberty is allowed to go unchallenged, other freedoms will fall as a consequence. This declaration of state censorship will affect millions of consenting adults who choose to view British pornography, impose an unnecessary trade barrier, which has already caused independent UK producers to shut down, result in significant loss of revenue to the Treasury, is practically unworkable as it can be circumvented by proxy servers and has implications for all forms of freedom of expression on the internet. Yep. So, where was I? Illegal banning big things. Oh yeah, fisting, banning big things. So I've done it. I did it to myself once or twice. I don't know if this is too explicit for internets. We'll see. So let's carry on. Where are we? Let's go. Oh hey, this was way before. Why is this here? I didn't even remember clicking there. But goddamn, look at me. Like a fucking porcelain doll. That's when I worked in the music industry. I was at some like fashion week, runway fucking party thing. It was a pretty cool one, that one. Actually, it was like, yeah. And then I went, I left something there, left a bag, or I think I was working there. I think I'm normally working at those type of things, and like with an artist or a DJ or something. I'm like just the assistant or the fucking, running around doing shit for people. Party bitch, booth bitch. That's it, booth bitch. Oh, I need cigarettes. I've had cigarettes for you. That wasn't a job. Where's my fucking lip gloss? What's that, my little noodle? Do you want this to come off? Yeah, come on. Yeah, is that better? Is that better? Where's the lip gloss? Where's the lip gloss? Did I put it back in the box? Got a new box that I found at the trash. Must have looked so glamorous talking about my past life. So, when was that? Actually in like 2009, 2008. I hung out with Nick Grimshaw that night. Oh yeah, and I went back the next day because I'd forgotten something. There was this like really nice bar over the road, and I sat and had cocktails at it all day and got like day drunk, and then I fucking loved day drunk. Pretending to be, I was kind of rich day drunk. I was pretty rich at that time, hanging around with A-list celebrities in London and going to fashion parties and stuff. That was that me. Spicy. That's from the good photo shoot that I did when I was skinny. Oh, there's that cool picture. That's me when I was skinny. But like, I am actually like 30 pounds heavier. I wore wigs a lot for a while. That was a fun stage. I think I was a real life stripper at that point in Las Vegas at Spearmint Rhino. That's nice. Now I want to fucking smoke. That's really nice. That's with my proper camera. When someone had just given it me. Some guy gave it me. So I was gonna drive to like a new place, and I met this guy off like Tinder on the way to have sex with, but I ended up staying in his house for like 2 weeks because he showed me Wild Wild Country by Osho, and I had like a fucking spiritual awakening with this guy. I think he had like a spiritual closing at the same time. It was my journey. It wasn't about us. He was just along for the ride. But it was really fun and cool. I learnt a lot of stuff. And we talked about big ideas, and then he gave me a camera to make art with. And here we are. I'm trying. Pretty cool. I look like I can jump in that picture. Not like the other one with the fucking wafty behind me. I wore a leopard print dress to a sex festival. So basic. So weird looking. I don't understand how I look at all. I can't comprehend at all what I look like to other people. I don't look like a human to me. I just look like me. Like that, there's a normal person, and then what the fuck am I? I'm like a cartoon. She looks so mad. I love the cream show. The cream show. I do love iconic shows that are like, you know, that's the thing with doing live cam. Like, what you do just disappears into the ether. So I've got like thousands of hours of me streaming. Just one time I trashed the room that I was in and when I was on cam. And then the girl who took the photo of me, her partner, took the photo of me jumping. She told me she watched that stream when I was on cam throwing the fucking furniture around the room, and it was like one of those days when it'd been like really quiet and just wasn't in the fucking mood and people weren't talking, and like, oh, I'm like, am I fucking like, what am I, a dancing monkey? What are you all fucking looking at me for? What's going on? So like throwing chairs and stuff, and I'm not fucking logging off. You can watch what you've done to me. I've had quite a lot of, like, you know, breakdowns and shouting and crying and stuff on cam. A great one was when I was living in Australia, and there was a huntsman spider in the corner of the empty fucking room, because I was in like this stripped out farmhouse, completely empty Australian outback farmhouse. Like a horror movie, but I don't watch horror movies. And I was staying in that, and they were in the like main house, which was like a converted barn. So then they had the barn and I had the house, but the house was like a barn and the barn was like a house. And there was this big spider in the corner, and I was live on cam, and see, it's like really fun to just keep it on. Like, and you know, anyone could be watching. No, you know, that's the fun thing doing like the porn stuff. No one ever knows that you're there doing it, and like you do all this stuff, and anyone could be watching, but really no one ever is. And I had to find this, like, all I could find was this stick that was like this. It was like a metal rod, because the ceilings were like 12 foot high, and it was up in the corner. And I had to try and kill it, and fucking it was running around, and I had to find, oh god, it was just an elaborate, but the whole thing was on, like, live on cam. But I have no evidence of it. That there's that hell shoot. Like, even the clothes I had, like, I was definitely in like a no identity phase at that point, which, to be fair, I was in a no identity phase, thinking about what I was doing. I think it was like I just quit alcohol as well for the second time. I relapsed in Australia. I didn't relapse, I chose. I was like, oh, I've been sober for 5 years, I'm gonna try drinking again. Yeah, I'm really good at it. And then like a few weeks later I moved to Vegas and got like really good at it. So good at drinking and partying and being in the right place at the right time and handling drugs the same way that a fully grown fucking adult male can. So luckily it didn't last that long. Got my shit together and doesn't really make any difference if I fucking drink or not. I'm still crazy. Shit. White fat bitches can't jump. Fat white bitches can't jump. White fat bitches can't jump. Fat white bitch. Oh, fucking. But yeah, there's me, Chubsy. See, I did get skinny. I was fat and retarded. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, my foot is on the floor. I'm not supposed to be jumping. I'm just being retarded. Oh God, look at my face. It's like the only picture that I got air in, and he's got the fucking thing in the way. We could not get me to look good that day. He didn't say anything about it. That's that. Oh yeah. That was the best part of the show, eating a fucking Cadbury's cream egg. They have them in the store already. I went to the store between Christmas and New Year's, and they have Valentine's and Easter stuff already. Shots. Stripper. Shot. And I don't really have any pictures of me when I worked in a brothels. Because you don't want to get pictures of like other people, because it's not. Most people don't want that. Oh, look at me there. I don't look I don't look like me, and I don't look English. I went through a fake tan phase in England before I went to Australia. It's funny, my fake tan stage and my hair extension phase started before I did webcam, but I was also in like pretty peak slut era. I'd started, like internet dating in 2010. I think 2009 was the first time I used like Plenty of Fish to have sex with a stranger, and then I did it a lot from then. And then I made it my job, because I guess I went, like, when I got hair extensions, I like could pass as more attractive, I guess. Like, I really didn't look attractive. I kind of look like Michael Jackson. Why do I look like Michael Jackson? Oh God. Why is my face so weird? Are my eyes that big? Is it like... I think the thing is, as a woman, growing up at the time I did, in the 90s, you get like all the girls' magazines, and the amount of like generic advice women received in like the 80s and the 90s about their bodies and beauty and stuff, and it was always like, your eyes are too close together. To make your eyes look further apart, you need to do this, and this. And so like, it didn't matter, you didn't know what you are, so I'm like making my eyes look further apart. I didn't need to do that, like there was lots of that type of stuff that lots of women have done throughout their lives that they don't actually need to do, but it's been ingrained in them. There's women who rinse their hair with cold water at the end of the shower because it said to in 17 magazine in the 1990s. Like, there's a lot of us. We should have like a class action lawsuit. This was whilst I was still drinking. Just before I quit. I think that night I got fucking wasted and just sat on the Sibian. That like those really powerful like semicircle blocks that you sit on. And I passed out on it. And there's a picture of me looking like a fucking roast chicken, all like folded up, but with the Sibian underneath me. Passed out. But I always look so sweet. Oh, here we go. There's a little inkling of me being like the reality. Was that the night I had a gangbang? Might have been. I know, I mean, like, I took that photo because I'd done something. I was like, I'd gone to the market. I hadn't been home yet. And I went to the market and was like, I'm at the market like this. And I took a picture of myself. And I'd like just done something involving multiple men, but I can't remember which event. Oh, and you know what I could eventually do at some point is find the date and cross-reference it with my Excel document of all the people I fucked and when I fucked them. And that's the skinniest I got. That was probably like the day I got to my lightest. I had a goal weight. I think I wanted to be 110 pounds. Which, that is really thin looking for 110 pounds. Considering I'm 5'2", I've always been super heavy. So that's 110 pounds. Not 60 pounds. Which it looks like I should be. But fuck, I look good. I look so good. I look so good. Everything looked like I could put on like any clothes and I just looked fucking amazing. Let's get over it. Okay. Maybe I'm like relatively attractive. I take a good picture. We've seen these. Oh. So yeah, I got to spend the night with him. He fell asleep on me several times. He told me all about when he lived in England. He was a really nice guy. He like called me for a date and stuff. He got my number at that moment. And then called me later that day and asked me to go to a swingers party with him. And I couldn't because I was going out with my friends, and so he asked me for coffee instead. But then I went to the swingers party after the club. And we had the sex. He ate my pussy. It was good. I mean, like, professionally good. It was fun. And then at like 4 a.m, I got to listen to his coked up friend talk about the idea for the TV show he had that he was going to have me in, which obviously I immediately knew he was just like 4 a.m. coke bullshitting. But it was fun to like be in it, you know, all the stuff, all the different phases. I'm like, this is who's inside going, look what I'm doing. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm fooling everyone. Oh, when I first had the bus. Naked on the rooftop, trying to enjoy myself, hating life. Oh wow, I made an effort then. But yeah, so when I was first in the bus, I had my hair done one more time. Blonde. That's nice. Someone else took that picture of me. Oh, actually, look. Yeah, look. I guess that's what I look like. But like to me, I don't look like anything because it's just scrunchy. Where's my? I don't have a face. To me, this is not talking about sex. This is talking about me. It's my anniversary and I can't work for a few days. I'm too stressed and too bloody in my fanny. So we're gonna sit here and feed my ego about all the ways I've been millions of people. Next. Oh. Again, I still can't see my face, but I look great. Doesn't look like me, so it looks amazing. So, I don't know if I've said this on here. I guess it doesn't fucking matter. And I don't know what I look like without looking at myself, but when I'm looking at myself, I can't think that that is what's happening here. Like, when my face does things, I don't know what it looks like unless I'm looking at it in the mirror. I don't know if that's normal. Let me know. Oh, that's good. Hey, if you're hearing this, let me know. Do you know what your face looks like? Like, I have to look in the mirror to remember I'm not fat. I have to look in the mirror or, like, look at myself on camera to know what's happening. Do you? Or do you know what you look like? I have terrible interoception. Get to know me. Get to know me. Classic. Look at my wonky. So, right, this is such a good picture for me to explain the body stuff. How can I point? Like, you can see, I can really see all the ways. My shoulders aren't the same. That one tit is good. You can see the directions of my body literally all over the place. Like, the shoulders up there, like the hips tipping out on the right, which is causing the left rib to come in, which is lifting that shoulder up, and then this is all like trying to compensate for whatever's going on here. You can really see, and that's all this, like, because that picture is a good few years old. That's like early days of when I started trying to work on fixing all that stuff. And so I should at some point take a picture like that and see if that happens. What time is it? There's been a helicopter going over and it's later than it has been. What was that like? Yeah, a car just went past. I'm not as much in the middle of nowhere today. Okay. Oh yeah, I did a little photo shoot. There's another one from that place. Skinny days. All these different fucking places I've lived as well. Like that, I was staying at a porn star's house. I guess I won't say her name. She probably doesn't want to be associated with me anymore. Yeah, I've always said, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Vegas, the fabulous Vegas. The porn star whose house I lived at for a few months, is the same porn star that organised the Cam Mansion in 2012. Oh, that's funny. Do. I somehow got hotter within just a few days of being in Vegas. That's what happens. Maybe not. Oh, this is so funny. This is like pre-social media, isn't it? Or like, yeah, basically. Yeah. Oh, I did this on the beach in Australia. I just like don't know what I'm doing. But I didn't edit these or anything. The camera I used and the lighting is unreal. Look! I need to go find the originals of them because... See, but you can see my chest is doing the same thing. I wonder if I've like... I think I fixed it. Right there. Because it's like this, it's like, one of the sides, the hip, isn't it? Anyway, fuck. It's body stuff. That's the first car I drove. So like now I live in my van. I didn't even know how to drive when I first started on cam. I learnt to drive when I was living in that abandoned farmhouse. And yeah, I drove that. There was like spiders in it, and like so like I was learning to drive as like 26, and their like 14-year-old son with cerebral palsy was like learning to drive at the same time as me. He was progressing just as fast. No, I learned to drive in 6 weeks. From like the first time I got in that thing to passing my test to drive, and then like 2 days after that, I drove 3,000 miles up the east coast of Australia. And then I really learned how to drive. It was hard because I was like not used to it, so I was having to like stop every 2 hours to sleep because it was so tiring focusing like that. You're driving on the fucking freeway. I had to drive through like fucking... Did I have to drive through Sydney? I had to drive through Brisbane and stuff. It was... Or like the 8-lane fucking highway. Oh yeah, that's me with my car the day leaving on that drive. I did a video of it on YouTube of that first drive. That was my first photo shoot back in England in 2011 before I left for good. Cortisol face, cortisol face. This is also back in England when I was like peak, like I was on cam like 12 hours a day. I just did it like I just didn't, I wouldn't want to get off. I'm like, I just want to have a little lie down, and I'd like lie there and like eat goat's cheese and like watch TV and stay on cam. I was so addicted to it. See, I'd be on cam for like 12 hours a day. Still, no one fucking knows me. I don't exist. I'm not real. I don't have a face. Halloween theme. I wore that Halloween outfit for about 4 years. Every time it was Halloween. It smelled really bad. Hey, my teeth were good then. Oh, that's because like I just started smoking again then. Okay, I see. Damn it. And that's sugar. Sugar did that one. I love sugar though. 'Cause don't drink alcohol. Early bus days when the bus still had the big unit on one side. What was all them pictures? Supercross stuff. Before I did it. But look, see, this fabric is that fabric. It was on the old thing. Things I like, I keep. If I like, I keep. But funnily enough, I'm alone. Nobody worth keep. The socks. That's the only white socks don't keep. That is sad. But that was from like, I used to use the pictures from this shoot for everything when I first started cam. Photo shoot at Treasure Island when I was in Vegas for the first time for the Adult Entertainment Expo. Oh no, that was my bio picture on my free cams. Yeah, this is from the shoot when I did the stripy pajama pic. We're just looking at pictures of me, talking about how hot I am and how good my life has been. Ooh. Ooh. That's so good. Okay, next. I'll be beautiful again one day. Oh, we don't need her. Oh no, we're gonna see Egypt's beauty. Oh, her. She's so cool. Like, fucking performance art, but I don't think it is. I think it's real. If you know, you know. If you don't, I don't know if you can like search Egypt beauty, but it was, she was just this whole thing. And she was a lovely lady. She was really, she was always at that expos and she always dressed up like themed for the thing, and but like her shows would be super crazy, and then she'd like hang out in people's rooms, and like it was a whole thing. It was interesting. Okay, dildo on my head. I'd often do dickhead, you know. Look at my terrible nails. The fucking square. Not even coffin, just that when it was like 2012 full square. Rectangle. Oh, bit too much maybe. That was after the Diplo, that thing. I had pink in my hair. Merry Christmas. Are we back at the beginning? Yay! It was feeling too self-indulgent. What else? Anything fun on the old, what I'm supposed to be doing? A web thingy. What page am I? Oh my god, what am I even talking about now? Web browser, window capture, Chrome, web browser. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Why did I close the window? I'm doing it differently today. I'm not live at the same time. Because I just couldn't. Alright. We're going to a buckety bookmarks, the bookmarks I've saved. What are they this week? How gross and depraved. Is it this? Hey, it is. Dun, da, 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 da. Nailed it. Da, 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 nailed it. Oakley dokley. Let's get bitchy. Right, where's my... I need to be able to see the thing. Okay. Can't bother to do this one. Alright, let's go all the way down because there's a lot of stuff recently that isn't fun. So when was the last one? 28. There we go. Strangulation during sex. Choking during sex. Origin of the species. Vasculomuscular. This was really interesting. But not related to sex. Oh, this was interesting. But I don't want to talk about this shit anymore. But basically, all real sex workers know you don't use Airbnbs for sex work. But she did, and it was a whole thing. Now, I did want to go into because this is going back to what we talked about last week with like the kink stuff and problematic sex stuff. And I agree with Dr. Deborah So on this. So she said sexual kinks are the result of trauma and abuse. Just because they're common doesn't mean they're healthy or normal. And then Community Note said, misleading research has not supported this claim. A 2022 review of several studies found that the prevalence of childhood abuse and trauma among kink participants is significantly lower than rates within the general population. I agree with her, but I don't know if I can be bothered to get talking about why people like things that hurt them, like strangulation, and why women might say they like strangulation, or even why they might think they like strangulation, and how it leads to research that doesn't actually accurately reflect reality or the impact on society. I don't think I can be bothered. Pro-kink NPCs found reality so threatening they had to add a warning label. Anyone with half a brain knows what I'm saying is true. But see, but experts will never admit it because it's not a good look for them. But why though? What does that sort of nonsense, that doesn't really mean anything. Every time you're dishonest about your convictions, you become more like an animal because of your beliefs submerged deeper in the sea of your unconscious, rendering you less than. So an animal is less than, and we're more than an animal, are we? No. If you think like that, you'll never be able to experience reality. Okay, so this is now... Yeah, I mean, this is just a great take. Motherfuckers invite a bunch of Miami hookers on their podcast, then act shocked when they're dumb whores. And they start saying, this is the state of modern women. No, it's not, bro. It's the state of Miami prostitutes. Somehow convinced a whole generation that that's what all women are like. The first reply is, statistically speaking, 1.5 million women in America have an OnlyFans, so sadly more women than you would think. And the reply, that's less than 0.5% of the population. Oh. January 1st. Oh, okay. Seeing women in their late 30s on dating apps make demands about a man's height and income is hilarious. The successful tall dude they want is banging a 25-year-old with no cats or pronouns or mental illness. So all men, no matter their age, want to bang 25-year-olds. I mean, it's not even a good joke. It's literally just... like, this is misogyny. This is like hating this unfertilized woman. Because the unfertilized woman is the only thing in this planet that... not, the only... it is like a very rare experience. All men are immature ejaculators. Most women become mothers. Some women learn the wisdom of their bodies and then master their minds, so then they can perceive reality much clearer than anyone else. That's why they call us a problem. That's why witches were burnt. Because the immature ejaculator and the mother cannot even comprehend what can be seen when you no longer are invested in perpetuating your genes. And you don't want to admit that. Because even men without children they do not have menopause. They do not progress past ejaculation and their desire to impregnate. Women lose the desire to become a mother after a certain age, and some of us never had it. Some cultures have the concept of total male sexual incontinence baked in, and everything else in their world bends around that. Now this is where she just falls off. Whatever people may think of the West, it's not the hotbed of degeneracy. It's literally exactly the same. The male sexual incontinence baked in is Westernism, as well as Islam, as well as whatever other cultures do weird shit to suppress women, female genital mutilation, all that shit. It happens everywhere. That is what the structures of society in the West do. It is the acceptance of the male sexual incontinence. Men will abuse women, men will cheat, men will murder women, men will rape children. Men are sexual, men need this sex cells. Women's bodies are inherently sexual. They have a personality somehow mysteriously floating next to an inanimate body that is always sexual. I mean, that sounds pretty similar to all the other cultures where women have to cover themselves from head to toe to stop the men, raping them in the streets. And still they get raped and stoned in the streets. So the idea of the sexual male incontinence is baked into every society. And until we fix that, which is my whole thing, is that you have to learn to master your body and thus your mind. And your sexuality is the first principle of your body. And unless you control your sexual incontinence, you will never become a functional human. You are like a dysfunctional animal. You are a feral dog humping a fucking bench. And then we get into the terrible news of today, which we don't need to do all that. This one's interesting. I think it's worth, because it's going to affect us all. That Pornhub has now, on January 1st, shut itself down in 16 US states to protest and avoid compliance with age verification laws to prevent kids from witnessing their sex trafficking crime scene. What a way to phrase it. Yeah, Don't believe their lies about concern for user privacy. This is about concern for their profits. Age verification costs money. Oh. Where's my bookmarks gone? There we go. Yeah, that really bothers me that porn sites won't do... Like, I think there just should be an adult section of the internet. We don't need... I mean, like, social media should be in there. You know? There should be, like, under 18 social media that's for, like, them only. Like, under 18s clubs. And then, like, 18 plus social media. And... that's also where, like, gambling, porn, buying alcohol, buying adult products is all behind a central age verification. You know, like, why can't it be partitioned off? So that you can only access that internet, the adult internet, if you've done your age verification, and then you get access to all of it. Or I guess have age verification on everything, but in a way you'd have to have, like, the Google, how you sign in for everything with Google. You have, like, your central ID thing, and you sign in for all the things, but through the central that's already... So you have to have your ID approved and everything. There'll be ways of... there are ways of doing it. It's purely for money as to why they don't. And it harms... Like, I don't want people seeing it who shouldn't see it. Like... If we have to prove that we're not underage, so should you. I mean, is that hard? Okay. I don't want to do any of the others. They're not fun. Because it's about how, like, people just don't fucking care about... People just do not care about women. They only care when it's children or men. And yeah, people are like, why didn't anyone do anything? Why don't we know? Why didn't we know? Like, why this? Why that? Because they're teenage slags who wanted it. I know. I'm not saying I'm one of them. But when I was underage, what happened to me? And how people treat you. You're a slag. You're a slag. So there's a thing there that needs to be talked about, but not by me today. Gonna by me at some point. It's probably not a great idea. But there's a grey area. Well, there, like, the way I want to talk about it, it's totally reasonable. But other people, there's a culture of hating women who like sex. That is literally, that's like the unfertilized woman is the witch. It's hating the promiscuous women. The promiscuous unfertilized woman is like the ultimate devil. No, we're not. We're just doing our own thing. But when does someone go from a child to an evil woman? Because it seems like Andrew Tate was just a pimp. He wasn't a grooming gang, even though he had a gang of men that would fuck the same women and groom them all to work for his sex business, sort of like they were sex slaves. And isn't he a Muslim? So wouldn't like the ideal example of what a Muslim grooming gang would be Andrew Tate? Wouldn't that have been the perfect way to have dealt with it? Two birds and one stone. Yet they ineffectively attack Tate and ignore the grooming gangs. The women 14, 18. He's just a baller. He's a good guy fighting the Matrix. They're evil pedophiles. 14, 18. When does a woman go from your little girl? When does a child, when does a girl go from your little girl into the fucking whore who deserved it? Maybe there is no such thing as a fucking whore who deserves it. Maybe they're groomed. Maybe there's like a small child inside of all of us. And women aren't. Dangerous. Women aren't dangerous. So why demonize us when I don't know how to, what, I don't know how to say it. I don't think I need to say it again. There's something there that is very interesting, and it's all to do with people's perspective of women. Because they don't mind standing up for girls. But when it's a woman, well, she wanted it, didn't she? Same men saying both things. And I think that is really important to all women. On my fucking 14-year anniversary. 14. You're not an adult. I wasn't an adult. Especially when they're adults. Woo! I've been doing this for 14 years. And I see people like against porn on the internet saying like, oh, the stuff you can get is worse than ever. It just gets worse and worse. No, it doesn't. I see lots of people out there doing such a wide range of things, such positive things, such creative things. You have to have the good and the bad in order for growth. And I see that there is way more positive adult work out in the world now, and a better attitude towards people who do it. So much. It's so much better. And people think everything's so much worse. I think it's so much better. It is so much better. Don't worry. Like, we do tend to figure it out and succeed as a race. That's why race? Species? Human race, I was thinking. We're not gonna fuck everything up forever. Some things will be bad, some things will be good, and hopefully there's just a slight balance towards the good. And more women and men will be able to sell their creativity however it manifests. And with that, I'm fucking done.